Jason from Performance Plaza, the Arts Hub, here again, and this time something a little bit different and a little bit more advanced. So you will see in the video list down there somewhere that I've got a basic 12-bar blues. This is the next level of the 12-bar blues, and I promised a few of my students that I would put it out there. But I also welcome anyone else to have a go at it, because I think it's a pretty cool little arrangement. It was something that was shown to me many years ago, and I've kind of adapted it slightly. So what we're going to cover here in quite a short space of time, but obviously be able to pause it and look back at different sections. We're going to cover rhythm, we're going to cover the bar chord element and some slide into certain chords and out of certain chords, and we're also going to include some lead guitar as well that's roughly built around the pentatonic, the blues pentatonic scale. So this is quite interesting. I hope you enjoy it, and I challenge you to have a go at it, particularly if you're fairly proficient with your bar chords and you can at least hold a reasonable bar chord or a seventh. I think we're playing this in blues in A, and then we start on I think it's an A7. Okay, so just to give you a quick idea of what we're working towards, there's three core elements to this that you need to get really comfortable with before you start to incorporate serious rhythm and serious lead guitar, blues lead. I really advise that you get familiar with these three chords first and just the general structure. So we're going to start with the A chord. It's like a standard A bar chord, but we're just going to take the little finger off. You should be able to hear the difference between the two. And that's what we're going for. Okay, so that's your first chord. Your second chord is here. And we're only really using the three strings that the fingers are on, so that might be something that's a little bit unusual for some of you. And you might think, oh, that doesn't sound how I want it to sound, but trust me, when you're playing the full thing, it all kind of works and fits together. I kind of refer to it as like a raggedy blues. It's quite loose, it's a bit rough in places, but I really like it. So that's your second chord there. Okay, fifth string, fourth string, third string, spread over the fourth fret. So you point your finger there basically, and the other two drop in either side. And your third chord is like the same shape, but on the sixth fret. You'll notice I'm just kind of wobbling a little bit there. That's kind of like your classic Hendrix E9. Yeah, many of you will be familiar with that. We're just losing the little finger. Back to the fourth fret, and the A7 again. Okay, so those are the three main chords that we're using for this blues in A. Get comfortable with those three chords and moving around them. Okay, now just the basic rhythm and structure without any lead guitar. We're going to start to introduce the slide, so we're going to try and slide into each chord. So we're sliding 4th fret to 5th fret for the A7, and then 5th fret to 4th fret for the next, which is kind of a D. Okay, and you can do whatever rhythm you want with this. Okay, that's why the blues is so brilliant. You can do a slow blues, fast blues, sort of jazzy blues, funky blues. If you want to keep the rhythm quite simple, I'd suggest just a nice Now what I tend to do is incorporate the clicks in between, just to sort of what we call the off the beat, off beats, which is the sort of syncopated element to it. It's quite difficult to teach, but essentially you're doing clicks in between your strums, and the click is created by hitting the strings with the plectrum and also hitting the strings with your palm at the same time. The rhythm you're going for, or something similar, or a bit slower, up to you. Okay, and it starts all over again. So you've got your basic structure there, the 12-bar blues chord progression, which is slightly adapted, but still has that feel and that blues emphasis, and then of course the rhythm incorporated into that. So what really takes this to the next level, in my humble opinion, is incorporating some lead guitar, some solo work around your chord progression, and then being able to speed that up and play it quite fast. But to play it as a nice slow blues, you can really incorporate anything around the pentatonic scale, the blues pentatonic that you want, but I'll give you what I've come up with in terms of my kind of basic riffs that sort of fit quite well. Okay, so keeping this slow and steady, we've got the A7, and you really want to kind of have a mess around here on the 5th and 7th fret. Now ideally, if you're clever, you can do some lead and bring your lead into the next chord, and that's what I quite like to do. So from the A7, I'm going high, coming down in the basic pentatonic shape, following that pattern and dropping into the next chord. That's a really cool little thing that you can do, which makes life a little bit easier. So, example. Yeah, one more time. Okay. And then a nice little pentatonic riff off the 5th string. Some of you guys and girls out there that are pretty good on guitar will probably notice and maybe kind of slightly critical of the fact that I'm using my little finger. It's a bad habit I've developed over the years, and I do it sometimes. So sometimes you'll catch me doing it right with the 3rd finger. And then sometimes you'll see me doing it wrong and doing it with the little finger. So I do apologise. Yeah? Naughty. Bad. Okay? Glad we've got that one out of the way. So, second time round. Nothing too complicated there if you're fairly confident with your pentatonic. And then your other one, which you can do, which is quite nice, is this here, double strings on the 7th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, and then a little slide up and back again. Hope you can see that okay. 5, 7, slide to the 8, back again. So I'm playing it, then sliding, and back again. So I'll just put those little bits together. Okay, 3rd time round. Just repeat. And then going up to the 6th fret. Now, here's where it gets interesting. 6th fret, we're going to jump all the way up to the 12th. Or at least that's how I play it. Some of you out there may find an easier way to play it, or you might want to do, as I said before, completely different type of lead guitar. That's fine as well. So we're up on the 6th fret. And then we're going to do pentatonic off the 12th, the double dots. Heading for the double dots with the pointing finger. Yeah? So your pointing finger's already on the right string, you've just got to track it and slide up to the double dots. And we're here. Okay, and then 5th fret to 4th fret. And then you're there, so you can slide back for the 6th fret chord again. Okay, so let's put that together, okay, for that end sequence. Okay, it sounds really nice, that little kind of run off at the end, but it is just your basic pentatonic scale. This is not that complicated. So I think it's kind of not massively complicated, but get great reward from playing it. Okay, I'm going to just do like a fast forward version, because this is ultimately what you want to be aiming towards, and I do think this is obviously a little bit easier to play on the electric guitar. Okay, so you can do it slow, but this is what you should aim for ideally. If you can play it fast, confidently, then obviously you can play it slow, confidently. Okay, good luck. Please share, subscribe, click on the little bell, whatever it is, you know, and then obviously you'll get updates on any new videos that come out. And yeah, thanks for taking the time to watch. Drop any comments down below, and if there's any other videos that you might like to see me do, or you know, any other songs you want to learn and maybe strip back to nice simple methods, then drop me a shout. Bye.